because of these belts. Cash flow should go up. Confidence is up. Team swagger is up. Get your team behind the fact that, hey, you belong to a championship office. This is awesome. So look at this. All right, let me talk to you for a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time. We're over here for a little bit. And by the way, these hotels are probably going to charge us more. So we'll use that. Lawrence, we'll use your money to pay the extra fee. If you're okay with that, we can work with your little collaboration. Okay, perfect. Hey, let's talk business here for a little bit. You're going to take some notes. Here's a good time to pull out your stuff. Let me give you some good stuff that I believe can really help you. So let's talk about time. Earlier today has been mentioned, many of you guys right now in your 20s, and I want you to believe me, as you should, it won't be long before you're in your 30s. And many of you guys right now that are in your 30s, it won't be long before you're in your 40s. And every single day that goes by is an opportunity, it's a treasure for you to capitalize on if you're doing the right things. Time is so valuable. It is so critical. Time can be taken for granted. There's so many people that are wasting the most precious commodity we have. The most precious commodity we have is not gold. It's not pork bellies. It's not currency. It's time. So I want you to appreciate every single day you're on this earth. You're 6 feet above. You're living life. You have time. And you need to make sure that you max out every single day of that day. Every single hour that you create a sense of appreciation for time. I want to share with you time as it pertains to a week. There's 168 hours in a week. 168. You take 168 divided by 7 equals 24. There's 24 hours per day. You get 7 days, and the math equates to 168 hours per week. And during that week, we have people that win during that week, and we have people that lose during that week. You have people that complain, you have people that whine, you have people that are productive, you have people that are progressive, you have people that get their life ahead. And I want you to know that that same 24 hours applies to everybody out there. So the winner has how many hours in a day? 24. Say it like you mean it. 24. And the loser has how many hours in a day? 24. So the loser and the winner each get 24 hours. Everybody with me on that? Yes. Every single winner in the world, at whatever they do, whether it's business or politics or show business, or medical, or sports, every single winner gets exactly the same time allotted to him per day. In our company, the people who are not successful in WFG, or not yet successful, let's talk about that. If you're in WFG, and you're a senior associate, or you're a training associate, or you're an associate, or an MD, you're not yet where you want to be, well, guess what? You have the same hours as all these other people who won the belts. The people who make millions of dollars have the same hours that the guy who makes no dollars, or very few dollars. So everything is equal. In our company, all of us have the same license. It's not like you have a license that I don't have, which makes you more successful. No, that's not the case. You have the same license I do. It's called life and health. Some of you guys have a securities license. Okay, that's good. But basically, most of us here have life and health. In your state, whether you're in Kansas or whether you're in California or you're in Arizona or Nevada, we about have the same license. Each regulatory body of your state has a department called Department of Insurance, and they issue you the same license. So it's not the license. All you guys in agreement with me on that? Yeah. The winner has a life license, and the loser also has a life license. So it's not the license. All of us have the same products. Every single one of us here with your life license, you can sell that term insurance, the LB, the Super, you can sell Crump, you can sell Everest, you can sell Transamerica, FFIUO, you can sell almost every product with a life and health license underneath the sun. So it's not the products. You have the same products, we have the same products. So everybody in that space has the same products. It's also not the same opportunity. Well, no, gee, you guys have a different opportunity. No. If you live in Southern California or you live in California in general, you have the same opportunity. As long as there's a market, as long as there's population. If you're in San Diego, there's millions of people in San Diego. If you're in Northern California, millions of people there. If you're in Vegas, millions of people there. If you're in Southern California, millions and more millions of people, all of them on the freeway. So there's the same opportunity given to every single one of us. So it's not the opportunity. The WFG opportunity has been given to you. The minute you sign up, you put your credit card down for that $100, boom, you're offered a world-class financial opportunity. So you have the same opportunity I have. When I got started, I had the same opportunity as those other people that got started. The ones who quit, or the ones who didn't, or the ones who did something, the ones who didn't. So it's not the opportunity. All of us have the same opportunity. It's also not the script. It says, well, you guys say something different than I can. No. The words that come out of your mouth can be the same exact ones that come out of my mouth. All what I did is I copied the people who were most effective. I went to these meetings and I studied the ones who spoke, and I took down my notes and I recorded the stuff, and in my car I would listen to the successful guy. How did he say it? What did he do? How did he react? So I studied successful people. I've made it a point in my life, I wanted to study successful people. I'm consumed, I'm obsessed with studying successful people. I just love it, the fact that someone's successful and the things that they do that got them there. So it's not the script. It's not the BPM. Well, some people say, well, we do our BPM this way. No, basically almost every BPM is about the same. The slides that we have are our BPMs, the MoZone, the recognition, BPMs are BPMs. The thing is, some people have guessed at BPMs and some people don't. So it's not the BPM. It's certainly not the compensation. Do I get paid differently than you? No. I get paid exactly the same way as you. I get paid on Tuesdays and I get paid on Fridays. And I also had checks that were small like yours at the beginning. I remember my direct deposits being $146, $87, $239, $844. Woohoo! That's a big ass one. $844 direct deposit, man, that was a big ass direct deposit. So I remember the days when I had a couple $100 direct deposits. I remember going 2 or 3 cycles with no direct deposit. I remember those days too. So it's not the compensation. The beauty about WFG is compensation is open for every single person. It's fair. They do not pay men more than women. They don't pay the white guy more than they pay the Latino guy, or the African American guy, or the Asian guy, or other. In case some of you guys are intertwined there. They pay every single person the same. The system does not discriminate in any way. Oh, you're a woman, you're young, or we're going to pay you less than the older white guy. No. If you're an older white guy, we're not going to pay you less because someone is an immigrant and they're really hungrier than you. No. That's not the case. We will pay every single person. You send in the app, you get paid. So the compensation is not in question. And it's not the message. All of us have the same message. We're here to right a wrong. The one thing about WFG is we're here to right a wrong. We're here to correct an injustice. We are here to fill a void. People in America today have a void. They have too much debt. They don't have sufficient or any life insurance protection. Many people are not putting away money for their retirement years. Many people want their children to get a college education and they've done nothing about it. And most people have never even heard of an emergency fund. So we are here to provide a solution to all the deficiencies that they have from an economic perspective, from an economic viewpoint. We are here to create a solution for families. Are y'all with me? So our messages are all the same. We're here to right a wrong. We can fix your ills. We are money doctors. We can go in, do a little analysis, and with this analysis, we can create a solution. We can take your pain, your financial pain away if you follow our recommendation. You all with me on that? Yeah. All right. So simply, let me go through it one more time. We have the same license, the same products, the same opportunity, the same script, the same BPM, the same compensation, the same message. But there are some differences. What's the difference between a winner and a few? There's several. Let me go through them. The loser never thinks about tomorrow, has no vision. Success-minded people always have a vision about tomorrow. Have you looked into the future of your life? Can you take a little telescope and look over the next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years? What does your life look like 3 years from now? What's it look like 5 years from now? Have you made plans? Have you decided to even peek at what your future can look like? By the way, that's just you. What about your team? So winners sell vision. Let me tell you what I see. Let me tell you where we're going. This is what I see materializing for our team. That's what winners do. They always create vision. Losers always talk about the past. They always talk about their problems. Losers are always concerned about what happened yesteryear. Oh, because of what happened 2 or 3 years ago, that's where I'm at today. Wrong! You chalk it up as a loss and you don't get stuck in the past. How many of you guys have a car? The rest of you guys do Uber or what? You ever notice when you're driving your car, what's the size of your rear view mirror? Like this one, like right here. It's the size of your rear view mirror. What's the size of your windshield? You think there's any correlation with that? Why is a windshield so big and why is a rear view mirror so small? It's designed so that you look at your past very few times and you look at your future all the time. Can everybody say amen to that? Amen. There's a design for that. Look at your future. Look forward. Vision. Winners always have vision. That's what all the big people in the world do. They have vision. They can see what's going to happen. Their intuition is to look at tomorrow. It's almost like they're forecasting. Like, can you forecast the weather of your life for tomorrow, for the next week, for the next month? That's a big difference. There's another thing too. Winners have positive expectations. They expect to win. Losers don't even think about it, but winners have an expectation. They expect to win. They show up with the expectation to win. Did you show up today with the expectation of winning? Okay, you show up to your BPMs with the expectation of winning. You show up to the KTP with the expectation of closing. You show up to prospect with the expectation of getting someone's name and number so that therefore you can change their life. So there's a degree of expectation of positive things that are going to happen in your life. You need to be consumed with expecting positive things in your life. Number 3, winners have massive ambition. They're big on ambition. Man, they're hungry. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. The more success I got, the hungrier I became. Blows me away how many people get a little bit of success and they sit on it. I got my $100,000 ring and I was hungry for the next one. And I got that next one and I was hungry for the next one. And I got that one, I was hungry for the next one. Let me just tell you one thing, for the rest of your life, listen to me. Don't ever get complacent. Don't ever settle. Don't ever think you've arrived. Don't ever think this is enough. And don't let people around you tell you that, oh, when's enough enough? Shut up already. When's enough love enough love? Never. Can you use more love? Yes. Can you use more recognition? Yes. Can you use more confidence? Yes. It's never enough. Don't let people tell you. It's like, well, I loved you when you weren't successful. I have people say that to me sometimes. Like, when's enough enough? Like, you're just always on it. Like, cool out, chill out, be normal. Oh my God, that's like an insult. It's like telling me to go F off. Be normal? Really? And live a sorry-ass paycheck to paycheck life? And work to pay bills? Normal? Don't ever say that to me again. I'm completely not normal. Don't want to be normal. I don't want to be a regular Joe Schmo. No insults to anybody named Joe in here. But I want to be significant. I want more. So my ambition level continues to rise. I want you to take your ambition level. I want you to wake up the hungry side of you. I'm not talking about for food, but for success. I want you to wake up ambition. It's inside you. Every human being wants more. But we trick ourselves into it's all right if we don't. Because it takes work. So ambition is super important. Next thing is you got to be clear. Winners are clear. It takes mental work to be clear on the things you want. Clarity is powerful. All those who are clear, get closer. Achieve. Get. You've got to be crystal clear. You want a new car? Are you clear? The model, the color, the down payment. Have you smelled it? Have you touched it? Are you clear? I tell you, when I've been really clear about the things that I want, it just seems like I was a magnet and I was attracting those very things that I wanted that I was really clear on. I want you to get really crystal clear. Right now, let me give you a little homework assignment. I want you to get really crystal clear on your next key recruit. What's it look like? Who is he? Who is she? How old? What do they do? Where are you going to meet them? Because whatever's on your mind, whatever's the dominant thought, typically tends to happen. I want crystal clear. I'm continuing to listen to some of these audibles that I recommend to you, and they all mention clarity. There is power with you being clear. If you're foggy, you'll stay foggy. But if you're clear, I want you to go back to the windshield. What about when it sprinkles and it's not clear? You can't quite see, but when you take the windshield and brush all that off, now it's clear. Have you ever been clear and then you feel so good that you're clear and you move towards your goal even faster? Clarity is powerful. Winners are absolute monsters about becoming clear with what they want. Here's another thing. Winners are disciplined. And obviously losers are opposite of all that I'm talking about, but winners are disciplined. They have a schedule. They follow a schedule. Even when they're down, they're always up because they have disciplines of their day. They already have a routine. Winners create a routine. Yesterday, we went to church. We celebrated Mother's Day. We went to go have brunch at the country club, had a great time, and went home, spent some time with my kids, hanging out there, and everybody started taking a nap because the brunch got to them. And I was just like feeling uncomfy and all that. I said, you know what, I'm gonna get my ass up. I'm gonna go to the gym. Got my tennis shoes, got my shorts, went down, laced them up, went to go play 3 games of basketball, and then I went to go do 15 sets of 3 sets of 15 different exercises, and I was beat. And I'm thinking, it's Mother's Day, and I went to the gym. There's just a few people there, not a whole lot. Most people don't have the discipline. Most people don't have the discipline. If you get disciplined, you will separate yourself from all those who never will get there. Discipline in your day, discipline in your diet, discipline in your phone calls, discipline in time to go get new names and numbers. Are you disciplined? It takes discipline to win. If you're not disciplined, you're gonna suffer. Look at all the people who are undisciplined, and their life is tough. It's tough. It's awesome to have a disciplined routine. My routine, when I go to the gym, I stretch. Constantly stretch. I do all the weird stretching. By the way, I'm injury-free. I don't get the cramps. I don't get the bumps and bruises like some of these other people because I'm disciplined with my workout routine. I go there and I try to do it as much as I can. Grab the thing and bring it out to me, keep your back straight and all that. So I'm super confident about my disciplines. So that's what the successful people do. Here's another thing too. Beliefs. What do you believe in? Successful people have clear-cut beliefs that they're going to make it in life. I don't know about you, but I've always just known that I was going to make it. I was consumed with making it. There's no way I'm not going to make it. I'm going to pay the price. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to be real clear on my beliefs. I believed I was going to make it. I want to recommend you get real clear on your beliefs. What do you believe? You believe you're going to make it? Do you believe WFG is really hard and it's not for you? What do you believe in? So your beliefs have a lot to do with where you're going. There's another thing, work ethic. Lazy people just suck at working. Losers often complain about it's too hard. My son Valentino, 5 years old, he says, it's too hard, Daddy, I can't. He says, don't you ever say that again. We're Haros. We can do it. And in Spanish, I tell him, si se puede. And I have to repeat it 5-6 times. You're never going to say, I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. I can't tie my shoes. Yes, you can. We're going to practice, drill, and rehearse. Practice, drill, and rehearse. Practice, drill, and rehearse to tie your shoes. Don't tell me you can't do it. Tell yourself you can do it. You're going to figure out a way to do it. It starts way at the bottom. Your beliefs, your work ethic. Another one, desire. Here's what I can tell you, man. Deep desire. I want to win so bad I can taste it. I've already won to some degree, but I want to win more. I have unlimited amounts of desire. I desire to become better. And I want you to up your desire game. Deep desire, not a little bit, not superficial, not for a little while. I want you to desire for a long time. I also want you to be persistent. Winners are all persistent. Ray Kroc in the movie, McDonald's, at the end of the movie, he says there's that one word that got me to where I'm at. I'm persistent. He just did it and did it and did it and kept persisting and kept persisting. If you're not smart, you need to be persistent. Hey, I ain't all that smart. I can't go and take a test, and like some of you guys are real good test takers, I suck at taking tests. I barely got through my life license and my security license. Like, in Spanish we say that they have panzazo. That's the way I got my license. But you know what I'm at? I'm persistent. I'm just persistent. I'm like a dripping faucet. Drip, 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 drip. Never quit, never retreat, never do less. I'm going to be persistent. I want to remind you of how persistent you need to be. In my opinion, I believe that's one of the biggest characteristics of winners, that they're constantly persistent, that they don't easily give up. You see the people who give up, they weren't persistent. They weren't clear. Another one is winners fight. What kind of fight do you have? Remember, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. You can be a big dog with little fight, and you'll get mopped up by the little dog with the big fight. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Not implying here I'm calling you dogs, but you know what I'm saying. You need to have massive fight. What are you fighting for? See, let me tell you what I'm fighting to never be broke for the rest of the generations in my lifetime. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting to never be mediocre, to never be average, to never be ordinary. I have a fight of my life on my hands, and I'm winning that fight by these other characteristics that I have. I also have goals. I write down my goals. I have daily goals, I have weekly goals, I have monthly goals, I have annual goals. I just constantly remind myself of my goals. To-do lists or small goals. Accomplish your to-do list. Wake up in the morning with a list of your goals for that day. 10 names and numbers is one of your goals every single day. The few who do it, all of you guys should, but very few do it. The few who do it are always the ones with all the recognition, all the money. Their confidence grows. So goals are super important. And then the last one, I believe is so key, is so important. You ever notice? I have a positive mental attitude. My attitude, even when things didn't go right for me, even when challenges were upon me, my attitude has always been on point. I credit myself for just having a positive mental attitude. Let me just tell you one thing. Don't ever get negative. Don't get bitter. Don't get salty. Don't be hating. Don't revenge. Those are all negative emotions. Your attitude in the right way. So let me tell you, could you have vision and have the right expectations and ambition and clarity and have the disciplines and the beliefs and the work ethic and the desire and the persistence and the fight inside you and write down your goals and have the right attitude and fail? Could that happen? No. No. One more time. If you have vision and you have the right expectations and you have ambition and you're clear and you have discipline and you believe in the right things and you have work ethic and you have desire and you're persistent and you fight and you write down your goals and you have the right attitude, could you fail? Not a chance. Not a chance. Any potential failure has left you far, far back, and here you are, full steam ahead. There's so much power to being around people who have these characteristics. I want you to look at people that come into your mozone, people that you shake hands, and I want you to look for these kind of characteristics. When you ask them, like, hey, tell me about yourself. And then go over some of these words. What of these words do you have? Do you have positive expectation? Are you ambitious? So, in my idea, I've looked at 3 things. For my next key recruit, I'm trying to give you some hint here. My next key recruit, I want work ethic. I want work ethic. I want vision, and I want persistence. If I'm going to get my next direct recruit, they got to have the work ethic, they got to have the vision, and they got to be persistent. If I have those 3 things with this person, of course, now them being coachable and showing up and all these other things are important. They have a big market and willingness to get into that market, and they have credibility in that market. I get all that stuff. Those are byproducts. But if I have someone who's persistent, just let me tell you, man, to roll with someone who's not going to quit on you, like so many of you guys in here, Nick Lancaster has not quit on me. Anthony McGowan has never quit on me. Some of these people that have been with me for years and years and years, and they keep fighting the fight through the highs and lows, through the challenges, because life will give you challenges. Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean your challenges go away. It doesn't mean problems can go away. You can purchase most of those problems away, but there's a new set of problems, and you ought to welcome them. I welcome new problems because that makes me bigger. That makes me more accomplished. If you don't have problems, you're not a human being. You're some bird. You probably have problems because somebody wants to eat you. So, it's so important to be a person that's continuously developing, continuously growing. This hierarchy Last month did incredibly well. I want to challenge all of you guys. The rest of this month, here it is, today's the 14th, am I correct? Yes. Today's the 14th of the month. Arguably we have 16, 17 days left to go. I want to challenge all of you guys to be writing down these items that I just gave you, apply them to your daily life, and I want us to max out, I want us to have massive action so that when we go to convention, the last month of recognition is May 2018, and I want Team Conquer to be the center front team at convention where we're going to show everybody what we're made of. See you guys all at the top. Awesome.